Welcome back to my channel. I am your favorite mother of three, Bougie Vintage, and today's video is a question and answer. Woo, girl. I posted to the community page as well as to my Instagram. I have no idea what the people on Instagram are asking. I presume the people on Instagram will be a lot messier than the people on YouTube, but we shall see. I'm starting my makeup with the Tatcha Silk Canvas, sorry. I will spit my gum out eventually, don't come for me. What was the last time you did something nice for yourself, and what was it? The last time I did something nice for myself was probably my birthday, which I posted a video. It was choosing myself, and no regrets. I'm happy I did it, and I'd do it again. I think I actually do something nice for myself every day. At least I try to. Therapist recommendation. So yeah, technically I do something nice for myself every day. I think we take the little things for granted. So if I want to take a nap, I consider that doing something nice for myself. If I want to go for a walk, I consider that doing something nice for myself. Getting any kind of quiet time with these crazy kids that I got is getting any time away from them. I would consider doing something nice for myself. So every day I do something nice for myself. And that question was from Nana. This question is from Kia Marie. And she asked, not sure if you're still on your spiritual journey, but how do you feel about the new world order coming into action? Girl, I don't even be thinking about it. Like, honestly, all I can say is that in October 2019, I put my video out and I said, take heed. I don't know why the Spirit of the Lord came upon me, girl, but it did. And shortly after that, we ended up in the pandemic. So ain't nobody about to sit here and tell me God ain't real. And yes, I am still on my spiritual journey. I'm always going to be on my spiritual journey. God is my rock. Okay, period. Devaya, or is it Devaya? Sorry if I butcher your name. Sorry in advance, people. Moss. Hi, member. She said, how do you find time for yourself being a working mom with 3 kids? Girl, I barely find time for myself. That's the truth. I'm just now getting into the swing of finding time for myself and making it a priority because things have changed, obviously. And so I really try to manage my time wisely. I have 3 toddlers. My kids are still in the very much needy stage of life. Sometimes being a mom, you can get lost in that. And I've definitely found myself lost in it sometimes, but because I have such a great support system, my mom, of course, I've made making time for myself intentional. So I'm very intentional about that. I enjoy what I do. So like making time for myself could be filming a video. It could be going out for ice cream by myself. It could be, just doing things that I like to do. But a lot of the time, I think I've adjusted to what my life is. So most of the time I get my me time at night. I have my kids on a schedule, and once I put them to sleep, I have all those hours before bed to do what I want to do. And it's my favorite time because I get to spend time with God. I get to spend time with myself. I get to do any kind of hobbies or work that I can't get done during the day. I just go about life super duper intentional. I also don't try to control it too much because at the end of the day, I know I have kids and I know they need me. So I don't get upset if I want to do something and I can't get it done. Sometimes it's okay to just put it down, handle the kids, and then go back to it later. Ariana Morrison asked, are you still into roller skating? I am, but we have a long winter here in Canada, and literally just the last 2 days have been so hot, as in like we've been filling the pool, kiddie pool, and spending a lot of time outside. I had to go buy like stuff for the backyard. So because summer just started, I can get back outside and do some roller skating, but I haven't been roller skating a lot like in the house. Yeah, I got nothing. Asked, are you dating again or just focusing on yourself? I am just focusing on me right now, honestly. I have a lot going on, and my divorce is at the very beginning stages. No paperwork has been filed. So I ain't worried about nigga right now, okay? I am just worried about me and my kids. But I'm not like closed off to dating. If somebody slides in my DM and wants to take me out, like I might go. I might go just to socialize. But like, I'm not like trying to date right now, no. Black JPT Knight said, how do you envision growth for yourself as a YouTuber / content creator? You know what? I try not to think about it too much, honestly. I try to just go with the flow. That's always been my kind of MO on YouTube. And maybe it shouldn't have been, but like, that's what worked for me. I don't like to put too much thought into it. I just like to post my content and mind my business. I feel like when you, obviously I have goals, you know, I have what I would like for my channel in my mind, where I want to see it go, where I've always wanted to see it go. But for me, it's always been like a thing where it's like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not going to go out of my way to make it happen, because at the end of the day, I believe that whatever will be, will be. So I'm not going to force it. But right now it's looking real good. And I'm happy to see my channel picking up again. I'm happy about my membership being successful. And no matter what happens with my channel, I'll have peace with it. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing the Dior Show Backstage Foundation. And then the two concealers I'm using are the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. This is Chestnut. And then I will be using my Studio Fix from Max. What is this? Max Milk Circle K. I'm gonna be using these two concealers right here. Lady Huncho asked, who shot Meg and when can we get some vlogs / like lifestyle vlogs and baking videos? I will head into the kitchen very soon to give you guys some baking content, some bar content. You know I love me a good drink now. And as far as vlogs go, I'm really unsure. Well, now that I'm single, like, maybe I'll be more into vlogging. A big part of the reason that I never really wanted to vlog was because of how my ex would sometimes speak to me, and like I would have to edit stuff out, and it was annoying, like even when I was filming like Shooter's Kitchen and stuff. So that's a big part of the reason why I chose to not vlog, because he gave me extra work to do. But like, I still am very private. Even though I am being open with you guys about what's going on right now in my life, I am still very private. I only like to share what I want to share if I think it's a teachable moment. So I'm not 100%, I can't 100% say that I'm gonna be doing vlogs or lifestyle vlogs. Like, my life is not very exciting, I swear. I'm a mom and that's about it, okay? I do my mom stuff, I do my work stuff, and then I hobby. JL, a member girl. Hey member girl, hey family. She asked, when are you doing the ASMR again? Girl, please, I don't know. I am not into ASMR. I really am not. So I don't know if I'll ever do it again on my channel. Like, if there's a significant amount of requests for it, then maybe I will. You guys are always telling me how soothing my voice is and all that stuff. I really find ASMR to be strange, and I personally do not like it. Therefore, I do not like to actually do it. And I did it, I just did it because it was trendy, because it was funny. I didn't think that it would be something that I actually got into long term, but I know those people are making big bags, honey. Yeah, it's just not my thing. But if you guys really request it, and it's not just like one person that wants it, then maybe I'll get into it. But other than that, I'm not really into ASMR. Tori S asked, if Salem, Bellamy, and Nola had been boys, what do you think their names would have been? Girl, I don't know. I think I was made to be a girl mom, and all the boy names that I had like listed, I wasn't really into. I don't know. I really don't feel like I was made to have boys. Some people are just like that. But if I had a boy, if I ever had a boy, I'm not really sure what I would name him. I think I did list, like, I think I said I liked the name Axel, and that's really the only name that's coming to my head right now. I'm glad I don't have a boy though, because especially now that I'm a single mom, like, I couldn't raise nobody's son. Not even my own girl. I could not raise nobody's son. I did enough of that. No shade, no tea. Actually, all shade, all tea. I cannot raise no boy pick me. I am so sorry. It's just not something that I was cut out for, okay? So I'm happy I have all girls, and we'll just leave it at that. Carly S., another member, hey member girl, she asked, hi Bo, how has your relationship with God been since the breakup? Do you also share your faith with your children? Oh, that's a really good question. Yes, I definitely do share my faith with my children. We pray. I teach them how to pray. I encourage them to have their own relationship with God the same way I do. If you guys follow me on TikTok, then you saw that Belle manifested her cake, and so I used that as a teachable moment for her about prayer and about asking for what she wants and showing her that God is good. And Salem is the oldest, and she to me is the one that grasp the concept of God a lot. Like, you'll hear her talk about God. I really feel like my kids are really special in that way anyway. They are little earth angels, so they definitely saved my life, child. But I think that if you have a conversation with Salem about God, she will tell you so much. She literally will tell you so much, and I love that. So I definitely do encourage them and explain what I can to them, but they understand the trees and the nature and humans and that we all come from God and that kind of stuff, so they're into it. As for my relationship with God since the breakup, my relationship with God is always strong. No matter what I'm going through, I always turn to God. So even if I'm upset or if I don't understand what's happening and it's like, oh my gosh, like, why me, Lord? Like, no matter what I'm feeling, I just go and lay it down at the altar, honestly. I bring it to God. If I'm happy, I bring it to God. I praise him. I thank him. Like, the breakup, this was a situation that I prayed myself out of. So when I was finally feeling free, I was praising God like nobody's business. I was shouting, jumping for joy, thanking God for doing exactly what I asked him to do, which was free me. But I realized too that I was asking God to free me, but faith without works is dead, girl. So I had to do the freeing myself. I had to get the strength from God to take the shackles off my own ankles, because I feel like if you watch the last story time, if you watch the last story time, which is the part 1 of the breakup, it's basically what happened before the cheating scandal. If you watch that video, you get a little bit of insight into, like, I was trying to get out of the relationship from before, and I was giving him an opportunity to leave the relationship because I know how he is. So I was trying to give him the opportunity to leave me versus me leaving him, because I felt like it would just be better that way if he left versus if I left. When I'm giving those opportunities and he's not taking them, I kind of realize I don't have a choice but to leave, because they're not leaving, but they're also not trying to stay or make it better so that they can stay and we can be happily ever after, like it doesn't make any sense. So based on that, like, I realized that I was gonna have to do the work. So I could pray till I was blue in the face and ask God to free me from the relationship, but I was actually going to have to physically remove my ex. Like, I had to get rid of him. It could not just be, and put my foot down. It could not just be, please free me, Lord, and then just wait for nothing to happen. Erin Tubbs, hey member girl, if you're able to pack up and change things, as in where you live, what you do, etc., what would you change? Why? If not, why not? I were to pack up my life and move somewhere, the only place I can see myself living other than in Ontario would be Vancouver, because I hate the cold, number 1. Also, I just love the city life of Vancouver, so I could see myself living there. But it is just ridiculously priced to live in Vancouver, and I'm a single mother of 3. So living in Vancouver is not really realistic. I think it would just be too expensive. And if I could, I don't think I would change what I do, because I, one, love having the freedom to be a single mom and be at home with my kids and raise my kids and not have to send them outside of the home for daycare or to daycare where they're not necessarily going to be safe. They're safe with my mom. So I love my life. I wouldn't change that part of it. I love being a stay-at-home mom and working from home. I think that more people should be able to do that. Jazz said, considering you're now almost divorced, would you be open to having more children? I don't think so. And the reason for that is because, yes, I originally wanted 4 kids, but 3 is good. And also, I had always stated that if I was gonna have my children, they all needed to happen before I turned 30. I'm not having kids after 30. And so I have to put my foot down and stick to my guns this time, because I didn't stick to my guns where having kids was concerned to begin with. So I'm gonna stick to my guns this time, and I will not be getting pregnant ever again. If I end up with somebody, they are gonna have to either have their own kids already and not want anymore, or just not want any kids at all. But I think even where dating is concerned, I prefer to date somebody that has children, because there's just a level of understanding that will be there that somebody without kids will not understand, and also safety reasons, but that's neither here nor there. Oh girl, you guys is all up in my business. Candy Willia asks, do you think you'll ever remarry? No. No, sorry. I'm married to Jesus. So the reason the reason that I am saying I will not remarry is because I originally never wanted to be married, and that's what I should have just done. So I'm not open to marriage. So I can do a long-term relationship, but I'm not getting married again. Sorry. Not sorry. I won't do it. I don't want to be that committed to anybody ever again. Don't get me wrong, because I love the idea of marriage. I love seeing people in love. I still love love. Like, I love love. But for myself, personally, I'm not into it. If I could go back, I think I would have preferred to be a baby mama. I'm not even joking. I think that would have been the better option, because I hate the fact that I have to get a divorce right now. I hate it. I think it's ridiculous. People talk down on baby mamas all day, and at the end of the day, if you get married to somebody that you probably should never have been married to begin with, and you end up divorced, I mean, you're never gonna have the baby mama title. You're always gonna be ex-wife. But like, I didn't get married to get divorced, so I would hate to get married again, and for whatever reason that marriage doesn't work out and I have to get a second divorce under my belt. I'm not into it. Let's just be boyfriend and girlfriend forever. I'm happy if you're happy. Like, marriage is for me personally, I just feel like it's silly. Like, I don't need that kind of commitment ever again. I experienced it, and sure, my marriage was not obviously the greatest marriage in the world, but there's no perfect marriage, and just that alone, that little tidbit right there, that's enough for me to say I don't want to do it ever again. Slim Queen member is asking if you guys can get some nail videos, because my press-ons are always lit. Yes. There you go, my gummy bear. Yes, I will definitely do nail content. I've been saying that for like over maybe even 2 years, probably since the pandemic. I've been saying I'll give you guys nail content, and have dropped maybe 2 nail videos. So yes, you will get nail content. Just give me some time. It's harder to film those kinds of videos. I haven't mastered filming that kind of stuff yet, so let me figure it out. She Speaks Prosperity. I love your name. Also a member. Hi. She is asking what I'm looking forward to in the next decade. Girl, everything. Whatever is out there for me in this decade, I'm looking forward to it. The good, the bad, whatever lessons I get, I'm open to it. I'm not closed off to anything. I'm here for whatever happens. Deja Peterson is asking how my fitness journey is going. It's going well, actually. Really well. I just bought a treadmill, so I'm super excited about that. I don't know when it's arriving, girl. I bought it like 3 days ago, and I haven't received the shipping notification yet. So I'm really excited about that, because I've been wanting to get one for a very long time. And then my tips for starting a fitness journey are just start it. Just like YouTube, like people ask me this question, oh, how do you start a YouTube channel? Just do it. Because if you don't just do it, you're just making excuses like, oh, you need this, you need that. No, I started my fitness journey without any exercise stuff at my house. I started my fitness journey. I just decided what I wanted my body to look like, how much weight I wanted to lose, what my goal weight was. And you're going to go after whatever you want. How is my faith coming along? Girl, you asked me like 8 questions. My faith is coming along just fine. And what have you seen God do in your life this far? Oh girl, he brought me a mighty long way. I know that sounds so cliche, but it's true. I literally would not be sitting here in front of you when I get into telling you guys the stuff. Okay, members, the exclusive content that's coming your way is going to shock you because I was going through it, girl, like through it. And if it wasn't for God leading, protecting, guiding me, giving me insight, wisdom, answers while I am in the middle of some crazy storms, girl, I would not be here right now. I was not expecting this question. I do not like you guys. Tony Elena asked, I know years ago you said your soon-to-be ex-husband oh my gosh, was the only white man you dated. Do you think you'll ever date one again, or is it back to chocolate? I'm done. Definitely back to chocolate. I will never date a Caucasian man ever again. Any black man that will have me, because I know some black men don't want to be with black women after they've dated Caucasian men, which is so stupid. But no, it's definitely back to black, baby, like Amy Winehouse, period. I am not, if you are Caucasian, stay out of my DM, please. I'm not into it, unless you're a millionaire. Then we could talk. But if you are Caucasian, I'm not into it. I'm sorry. Not everybody fits in the bad bitch genre. It's a genre. And yeah, no, definitely not. No, sorry. He didn't. He messed that up for y'all. And realistically, it's really not, like, I've never been the type of person to date somebody based on their skin color. But I do have my preferences, and I've always made it very known that he was not what I would typically go for. He don't look nothing like any of my exes, I'll tell you that. That's not to say I wasn't attracted to him, obviously. I think he's handsome, but I'm good on that. Sorry. Yeah, no, literally, like, I would only date a Caucasian man again if he was extremely handsome and he had a lot of money. And that's not to say I'm a gold digger. Like, I have to be attracted to the person. It's just not my preference. It's just not. And now that I'm free from the Caucasian man, oh my God, that sounds like slavery. You know what? But literally, now that I'm free from that relationship, I just want to go, I just want to go back to where it all began, and I'm not looking back. Y'all is just all up in this, do you ever think you'll date again? Yes, I probably will, but like, two, what are you most looking forward to now that you're single? Honestly, getting a new bed set because I am letting my ex take the bed set that we had. I don't want it because I am getting a king size bed, which is something that I always wanted to do. And so I am like super duper excited to finally get my king size bed. And that's pretty much one of the things that I'm most looking forward to. I know it's strange, but like, I really am looking forward to getting a new bed set with a nice headboard and blah, blah, blah. And that question was from Nani. Well, I can't say this name because it's symbols, but she asked how I am. I am well. I'm well. I'm happy. I'm good. Girl, any positive word, positive adjective that you could think of, that's me. Random, but you got matching set of bonnets from your baby shower you did on YouTube. I don't know if she still has her business. She probably does. Teeny weeny _ closets on Instagram. And then this is also from Alexis. She asked, how would you describe your support system has been through your transition into a new normal? Glad to see you back. My support system is A1 since day one. You guys haven't seen my mom. You know my mom. That's bae. That's my bae. I'm actually ordering her a necklace that says Glam Mama. And I can't wait for her to get it. But it's from the grandkids. It's not really for me, but like, it's from all the grandkids. So it's from Malik and my kids. I think my mom Oh God, she is just like my kids, like a little earth angel. Like, what would I do without her? Honestly, I can't believe I literally just apologized to her yesterday because I was like, when we were kids, like I understood why my mom was like, I'm finna run away. My mom would always tell us that. She's like, I am going to run away and never come back. She would always tell us that. And yesterday I apologized to her because my kids were making me feel that same way. Like they were doing too much. And I'm like, Mom, I totally understand why you were saying that when we were kids. Like moms, all the moms out there feel that. And I know you feel that. Because these kids will work your everlasting nerve. Trust and believe. Even the 1-year-old, okay? Even Nola. They will work your everlasting nerve. And they don't feel no type of way about it either because they don't know what they're doing. I had to apologize to her yesterday, girl. Because she didn't deserve that. Munira asked, when your daughters are older, what advice would you give them in selecting a life partner based on your last experience? Do not select a life partner. Literally don't do it. Stay single. Date around, girl. No, I always think about that. I do. And you know what? I'm just gonna teach them what the red flags are, and they're gonna have to know that they can come to me for We It's tough because like my mom personally, she never told me that I need to leave my husband. She never said that. We would talk and she's going to be an ear and she's going to listen to me and give me advice, but she never flat out said you need to leave him. She won't say that to her kids because everybody's going to make their own decision based on what they go through. She didn't have to say it because she knew that I was saying it anyway. I needed to go. I was expressing that he needs to get the hell gone. So when my kids are older and they are dating, I'm just going to like hopefully be able to guide them. I hope that our relationship is so strong that they trust me enough to follow and listen, because I never really went to my mom. We didn't have that kind of relationship back then. So like when I was dating and stuff, and I wasn't taught how I should be treated. You know, I didn't have a good relationship with my dad either. So it was really trial and error. And for my kids, it won't have to be trial and error. Well, there's still going to be some aspects of trial and error, but it won't be a full-blown trial and error. Like, when I look back at the situation from beginning to end, I realize now why things kind of panned out the way they did. Because you could take a bum off the street, but sometimes if you're with somebody that has a quote-unquote bum mentality, because that's what their normal was, they're a nomad or something, and you introduce them to a better life, sometimes their bum mentality does not leave just because they are not a bum anymore, you know? It's really a mindset thing, and there's only so much you can do with that. When my kids come to me with their little man problems, I'm just gonna be honest with them and tell them what I think and give them the advice. And I'm not gonna be like my mom, where my mom didn't tell me to leave my husband because I was being vocal anyway, but like I'm going to tell my kids, you need to leave that man alone. Or whoever they bring home, if the person is causing problems that I don't think is worth it, you need to leave that person alone. And I'm also going to have to show them, just don't do what I did. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to spray my face, and then I'm going to put my lashes on, and then we're going to come back and finish the look. But as we're finishing the look, we're going to answer the Instagram questions. Okay, Instagram has so many questions. Cultural Junkie asked, can you do more lookbooks? Yes, I will. Beautiful Momo 2 asked, are takeout nails coming back? Baby, they didn't go nowhere. I'm confused. Where did the takeout nails go? They didn't go nowhere. The website is still there, on and popping. You put your order in whenever you feel like it, girl. Taya Time asks, how are you mentally? Separation is not easy. You know what? I'm in therapy, so like, to me, mentally, I'm fine. But that's because I got God on my side and I'm in therapy. If it wasn't for those two things coming together, well, maybe mentally I wouldn't be the greatest, but I'm okay. Ayana asks, how do you handle being that girl all the time? Well, I didn't know I was that girl. Not me being humble. Stop gassing me up, girl, please. I am Desire asked, how do you get over someone? I'm having a hard time trying to do that. Get under someone else. I'm joking. How do you get over someone? Time heals all wounds, girl. I don't know. You guys haven't been asking me that question for years, and like, I don't have an answer for that question. I really think like you have to be over the person before you actually leave them. It makes it so much easier. You got to be over them before you actually leave them alone. Now, if they broke up with you, that's another story. I don't know what to tell you, girl. If they broke up with you and you didn't see it coming, then it's probably a little harder to deal with. But if you broke up with them, chances are you're probably over them long before you broke up with them. So, take all of me. I just want to be that girl you like. The kind of girl you like. Take all of me. I just wanna be that girl you like. The kind of girl you like is right here with me. A look. If you're wondering where I got this headband from, let's give you a close-up. Simon's. Necklaces. Simon's. Shirt. Doll's kill. Nails. Take out. Praying hands. Earrings. Don't remember. Anyways, back to the questions. The look is giving, girl. Lily's20_ asked, how are the girls handling the split, or are they too young to understand? Oh, they understand, yeah. They get it, but they are still processing. Obviously, Salem is having the hardest time processing it. Nola really does not know the difference. And Belle, I feel, is like, I think she's not taking it as hard as Salem. But that's very much how it was with me and my sister when my parents got separated. My sister took it hard. I did not care. I was happy. But overall, my kids are really happy. Like, they're definitely happier. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. But it's when they see him or when they talk to him is when it gets kind of crazy. Mamacita asks, what is the hardest thing about being an all-girl mama? I just found out baby number 2 is a girl too. Honestly, I need to fix these bangs because on camera they are pissing me off. That's as good as it's going to get, girl. I'm not sure what the hardest thing about being an all-girl mom is because I have nothing to compare it to. I don't have... I can't compare it to being a mom to all boys, so it's like... I think my kids are... I feel like if I had all boys instead, there would be no difference. My kids are wild. Wild. I don't really think there's a hardest thing. But what I will say is that I feel like I expected like fights and stuff to happen about clothing and stuff in their teens. Not right now, but Belle and Salem are forever fighting over clothes. And so I try to buy them the same things. But if there's not and I have to get 2 different ones, you know... It is what it is, but like there's always clothing drama. It's mine, it's hers. But Salem is at the age now where she can identify numbers and stuff. So she looks on the tag and was like, oh, there's a 4 there or a 5 there, so it's mine. And there's a 3 there, so it's Belle's. And so there's no arguments there anymore. But sometimes they still do argue because Belle tends to want her older sister's clothes. Saturn the Sage asks, how do you deal with failures? She's struggling with college and understanding her purpose. Honestly, life is trial and error. I feel like you have to just go through life caring a little less because ish happens. And like right now, I am dealing with a failed marriage and like I'm just living life like it's not failing. So I don't really know what to tell you. I just feel like we need to stop being so hard on ourselves because some things we have no control over and we have to embrace that more. Like, I had no control over this situation. It was going to happen this way. This is the way that God designed it to happen. And so You know, he's going to use it for our good anyway. So I'm not going to be hard on myself about that kind of stuff. And so that's my failure right now. But I can't even really say that it failed. I feel like it wasn't supposed to be. So don't look at life like you have to get it all together by your 20 something, or you have to get it all together now. Like, I just literally just turned 30 the other day. I ain't got it together, girl. I'm a mess. Island Natural asked, how else can I become a member? My country won't allow it. I don't know if this will actually work, but you can try getting a DNS code. So like Google it, like Google how to change my DNS code. And then if it works, you will be able to switch your browser over to America or whatever it is and get the membership that way. It should work. If it doesn't work, then I don't know, but maybe your country will get it together soon. YouTube needs to get it together with the memberships. I really was unaware that everybody couldn't join. Would you ever do a meet and greet? I've always been weird about meet and greets. I don't think so. I just feel like, if we're supposed to meet, we will. So like if I'm out and about and you see me and you come up to me and we chop it up for a second and then we go our merry way. Like, I don't want to ever be like, I'm going to be here and you come and meet me. I don't like that. I feel insecure, you know. It's a security thing for me. So I don't think I'll ever do a meet and greet. DC Simpson asked, first time mom tips. Don't be too hard on yourself. There is no right or wrong way to do this thing. As long as your child is loved and feels loved, as long as they're happy, nothing else matters. You're going to make mistakes being a first-time mom. It's going to happen, okay? As long as you don't drown the baby in the bath or forget them somewhere, you're doing a great job. So just take it easy. Don't be too hard on yourself. Neo Soul asks, do you have any regrets? I'm trying not to. I really struggled with that at the beginning of the breakup because I was just like, my God, like why? Like literally, I could have been with somebody else that was the right person, you know? And so I really struggled in the beginning of the breakup with regret. I regretted meeting him. I regretted ever giving him the time of day. I regretted looking in his direction. I regretted giving him a chance because if you guys remember from the story time where he got stabbed, that was the day I was going to tell him I'm not interested. And then it didn't happen. And then we ended up together for 10 years. But like, obviously I was supposed to tell him I ain't interested. And literally I liked him, but I didn't know that I actually had like feelings for him. And I also was going to tell him I can't do this because he was Caucasian and that's not my thing. And so I really did struggle with regretting a lot of things where my relationship was concerned. And so the only thing good that came out of it was my children, obviously, and maybe that's all that it was really for, you know. That's kind of what I have to hold on to so that I don't fill myself up with regret, because there's no point. I don't have the capacity for it. So I'm still navigating that, but that's what therapy's for, girl. So, you know, it is what it is. Chantel Ia is asking, how to know if you're in the right relationship? Girl, you can't be asking me that, girl. I was with somebody for 10 years and it was not the right relationship. So girl, I don't know. And I'm going to have to figure it out, because if I end up in a relationship again, I'm going to have to know. But like, at least I'm going in with so much knowledge. I can spot a narcissist from 10 miles away. So like, the next person that approaches me, they are not going to even have one chance to mess up with me. Like, my bar is so high right now that I'm unapproachable. You have to have the goods, honey, to talk to me. And I don't mean money. I mean the goods. You know, I can see how a man is, what a man is within talking to him for 5 minutes now. There's a few questions I'll be able to ask him, and based on those answers, I'm gonna know what I'm getting myself into. And so I wish I had known prior to meeting my ex the things that I know now, but I didn't. But now he's laid a whole bunch of knowledge on me. And for that, I'm grateful. So I think if you see red flags and you think they're pink and you dismiss them, later on, you're going to realize that they were indeed red. But maybe you're supposed to be learning a lesson. So some lessons are just more expensive than others. I really don't know how to tell you if you're in the right relationship or not. If you're ignoring your feelings, if you're putting your feelings on the back burner at all for anything, whether big or small, it's not the right relationship. Because you should really only have to address an issue one time. And so if you address an issue and there's no changes or it gets worse, then you know the relationship is not right. Like, I think as women, a lot of the times we look past certain things because we're like, oh, they had a hard life. Oh, they grew up in group homes. Oh, they were abandoned. Yeah, that's for them to heal, not for you to heal. And that is one of the biggest lessons I've learned. I don't have to put my feelings on the back burner because your life was hard. No. Absolutely not. Never again. That's not an excuse to mistreat people, period. Anyway, you guys, I have got to go. I am digging the look. I love a red lip. I haven't done a red lip in a long time. And I'm actually really feeling this look. So I love you all so much. And I will definitely see you in the next one.